Okay, as promised, we're going to make a couple of really easy pies for the holidays. Um, Pecan and pumpkin pie are about the easiest there is. Uh, Now, listen, I'm going to make the pecan first, but what I did was I bought the pie shells. All right. You know, during the holidays when you're busy, you can buy the pie shells. Go ahead, do it. There they are. They're the ones in the store. Just make sure that the ones you buy are not broken. You might have to go through the whole pile of them to find a pack that's not broken. They usually come two in the pack. Um, or, you can make your own pie dough. Either way. I'm just thinking for the holidays, it's a lot easier just to buy them. This pecan pie, you should be able to make in 10 minutes. Not counting the cooking time, but 10 minutes is about it. All right, now look, you need 4 eggs. I only have 3 in there. It's 4 eggs. It's a half a cup of brown and a half a cup of white. But I went a little bit light on the white sugar. I went up 3/4 of a cup instead of a whole cup. Um, there's the other egg. Okay, so that's 4 eggs, half a cup of brown, and half a cup of white. But you can cut back a little bit on the white sugar if you want. Uh, okay, then we have a little bit less than a half a cup of flour, just regular all-purpose flour. A little bit less than a half a cup. Um, then there's 2 cups of pecans, 1 teaspoon of salt, and oh, here we go, 1 cup of corn syrup. Now you can use light or dark. It doesn't matter. I'm using light, but it doesn't matter which one you use. Uh, and a half a stick of butter. All right, now look, all together, now here's what we have. We got 4 eggs, 1 cup of corn syrup, 1 cup of sugar, brown and white, uh, a little bit less than a half a cup of flour. There's a little dab of vanilla, 2 cups of pecans, 1 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 cup of butter. Now what I do, this is a good tip now. Listen, what you do is you take the pecans and don't just add them in. Put them into a bowl, add the salt, and then add the butter to the pecans. And then mix that all up. And what will happen is it'll give you a nice coating of butter and salt on the pecans. And if you ask me, that's important. Because when the pecans float to the top of the pie as they're baking, they're going to get nice and crispy from the butter. And then the salt, gives it a real nice flavor. Believe me, this trick right here is important. If you want a nice pecan pie, that's what you do. Add the butter and the salt in, and then just mix them up. Okay. Now, what I have in the bowl, not the bowl with the pecans, what I have in the other bowl is shoe fly pie. That's all shoe fly pie is. The pecans, turn it into pecan pie, but the base of it is shoe fly pie. So if you just took that stuff in that mixing bowl, mixed it up, and put it in a pie shell, you would be baking pecan pie. I mean, shoe fly pie. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it up a little first before I add the pecans to it. So here we go. You don't actually need a machine. You could do this by hand. If you don't have a machine, just do it by hand. Just get a whip and just whip it. All right, now you don't want to whip it enough to where you get air bubbles in it. You don't want to whip it that much. But you definitely want to get that corn syrup mixed in there. The corn syrup's kind of thick. So you have to mix that in. All right, there we go. Okay. Now I'm going to add the pecans, mix it a little bit longer, put it in the pie shell, and boom, it goes in the oven. It's going into a 375-degree oven. You know, your oven might be 400, it might be 350, who knows? I don't know. If it starts turning brown too fast, just turn the oven down. Let's see. Give it one little blast of speed, and that's it. It's mixed. Man, I got to tell you, these pies are dynamite. They really are good. Okay, there we go. All right. 375 the oven. I'm going to say for approximately an hour. When the center of the pie starts to raise, it's done. It's probably an hour. 50 minutes to an hour. All right. See you later.